It's Jathan. Welcome to Week 12 of Whiny Puds 2019. Guys, there's only 2 weeks left. Opportunities to make playoffs are closing each week with every loss. Let's take a look at the standings. We have one new person in first place, Beat On. Second is RJ. No, second is Russell. Third is RJ. Fourth is Chiefin. Fifth is KP. Sixth is Turner. And 7th through 9th are all fighting for that playoff spot. Chevy, Close, and Chiz. Marshmallows are gross, Chevy. I don't get it. 10 through 12 is Sean Haddon and PP Man, who all somehow still have a chance to make playoffs. Very slim chance. They obviously need a win out. And for, who's it? Me, KP, and Turner all to lose out. Still possible. In today's news, Kyle Perry still sucks. And Russ is headed to miss playoffs. Russ is headed to miss playoffs and has started his yearly slide. I mean, this guy somehow always starts in first, but sleeps in on Sunday, the last week of the season. His weakness is remembering to set his lineup every week. Perry's fiance Shelly texted me earlier and said Perry has yet to leave his office and has been running playoff scenarios for 25 hours straight now. Dude, get a life. Has anyone told RJ that you can't cash out your fab at the end of the season? He still has 99. And it may be time for Close to do some laundry, as I think his season's a wash. He definitely has to win this week. Alright, so now let's go check out the recap of last week. Alright guys, week 11 recap. We had myself Chiefin over Dylan Haddon. Guys, this game was actually closer than what the scores show. It came down to Monday night when I had KCD versus Damian Williams. Williams go down early in the game, rightfully so. He's scum for once wearing Williams number 34 when he was on the Dolphins. There will forever be only 134 Williams for the fence. Dylan's team is garbage. He doesn't even pay attention to the games. And he gets so excited when his players score just 10 points. Just listen.
There he is. Oh shit, I think it's a 10-point. Oh, it's a Big 10. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh, look at that!
Anyways, I picked myself, which was correct. Alright, next matchup we had Turner over Russ. Oh, God. Mikey T got 21 points from Mikey T. Ugh. And 19 from Cobb to help beat Russ by 28. Russ again started a player that was inactive. I now doubt Russ gets a first round bye. And I doubt Russ gets a first round bye and he probably loses the first round. I should have never picked Russ over Turner. I was peer pressured into that, which was incorrect. Beat On over Chevy was the next matchup. Beat On is on a hot streak of a W3. How about that? Lamar Jackson is amazing with his 43 points. Kind of hard to lose with a quarterback like that. Now, Chevy had Brown for 30 points and still couldn't get 100 putts. Chevy traded Turner, the great Patty Mahomes, for the garbage Jameis Winston. Chevy, by collecting players with the word win in their name does not get you the win. Winston and Godwin combination will continue to get you L's as you're on an L3. I picked Beat On, that was correct. Next matchup was KP over Sean. Very boring game as neither scored 100. Perry needed the win and he got it, even with Watson's 5 points. I picked Gonrod as he is now holding on by a thread for a chance of making playoffs. Fifth matchup was Close over Chiz. Close is truly fighting for one of those final playoff spots, scoring the week high of 151 puds. Only Kurt did not score double digits in his lineup. Chiz had a horrible week. Having Tyreek Nil putting up a goose didn't help. Chiz's chances of making playoffs from an 0-5 start is looking slimmer and slimmer. Good thing I picked Close. That was correct. Our last matchup was RJ over PP Man. Guys, Grandpa won again. It seems RJ was at basement playing Connect 4 because he's won 4 in a row. I promise you, no one but RJ saw this coming. PP Man even had Josh Allen and his 42 puds, and he still couldn't get any more points than RJ. The curse of Grandpa has an victim as PP Man's kicker put up a goose. I picked RJ. That was correct. All right, so I got 2 wrong. So I'm going to pull 2 more death balls. PB gynecologist. Wow, the fans really wanted that one. And Appletine. I feel like that one's easy. Alrighty. Why? Alrighty, guys. Let's check that funny picture Chiz made, Judge Chafin. Let's take a look at that. Pretty funny. Let's get an updated picture of that, though, with the afro. We are here to discuss the case of Chafin versus Rodriguez. The plaintiff Chafin has filed a plea against defendant Sean Rodriguez for the sabotaging of the integrity of the league by dumping players. Let's take a look at the evidence submitted to the court. Exhibit A. Here we can see the defendant Sean Rodriguez trading Dalvin Cook, the second-ranked best running back, to Michael Turner for Darrell Henderson Jr., the 80th-ranked running back. This is a clear violation of the league's code of conduct. The court finds the defendant Sean Rodriguez guilty, sentencing of trade suspension for the rest of the year. Next case. The plaintiff Chafin has filed the plea against defendant Michael Turner for the sabotaging of the integrity of the league by trading Darrell Henderson Jr. to Sean for Dalvin Cook. There is no evidence that has been submitted to the court at this time. If you have any evidence, submit it for a retrial. All I saw was Turner accepting a trade in his favor. There is no rule stopping members from making their team better. The rule is you're not allowed to collude or give away good players for no reason. Next case. The plaintiff Chafin has filed the plea against defendant Pedro Enrique Delgado for the sabotaging of the league's integrity by dumping players. Let's take a look at the evidence submitted to the court at this time. Exhibit A. Here we can see the defendant Pedro Enrique Delgado trading Alvin Kamara, the 15th-ranked running back, to Michael Turner for Darrell Henderson Jr., the 80th-ranked running back. This is a clear violation of the league's code of conduct. The court finds the defendant Pedro Enrique Delgado guilty, sentencing of trade suspension for the rest of the year and the first 4 games next season. Reason of being the second offender of the charged offense. This is not allowed, and punishments will only get worse from here. Why? Judge Chafin. All right, let's look at Chafin Chooses for next week, week 12. It's me versus Grandpa. Wow. My team is looking very sketch this week. And what do you know? I play Grandpa. I need that Driscoll-Marvin combination really to work. It's my only chance. Everyone make their guess on which of my players are going to get the goose this week. Get it right, and I'll send $20. Grandpa's on a W3, but I still pick me over him this week. Next matchup is Russ versus Haddon. I'm going to go with Russ on this one. Haddon's team really isn't strong enough to put up the upset. Dylan will need more than 10 points to win. Matchup number 3, Close versus Turner. This matchup is exciting. Both teams are fighting for a spot. They had the top 2 highest points last week, and Close desperately needs the win. I'm going to pick Turner over Close. Sorry, Close. I never seem to choose you. Fourth matchup is Chiz versus Sean. This is the toilet bowl this week. But somehow each of these teams still have a slight chance to make playoffs. A very, very small chance for Sean. One thing is definite. Sean, if you lose this week, or Chiz, you will have zero chances of making it. Even if Sean wins, you can still be eliminated. I pick Sean over Chiz. Fifth matchup, Beaton over PP Man. Beaton has his sights on that first round bye. How about that? This is the first year Beaton didn't draft any Dolphin players. He did pick up Parker off the waiver, which seemed to work out. Beaton figured out that the cheap Finn player, instead of using a strategy of spending his first round on a Finn player, is much better. PP Man is on track for a sticker bitch, which won't help with me picking Beaton over him this week. Now we got our last matchup of the week, Chevy versus Kyle Perry. Rumors are there is a hit on Perry's life. If Chevy murders Perry, I will give him an automatic bye and also let him pick who he plays round 2 of the playoffs. Chevy has almost the same amount of wins on his roster than his actual record. KP made a very desperate trade for Chubb a couple weeks ago, and I think that's going to bite him in the ass. Fuck KP, I pick Chevy.